Guys, welcome to today's video. Today we are doing a vlog. It's a Monday and I figured I would show you kind of what I do on a Monday, a couple different things that need to get done today. So on Mondays I work. If you're new here, hi, my name's Ashley. I'm a homeschooling mom to 3 kids and I do work full-time remotely from home. And on Mondays, I'm working. I start work at around 6 a.m. and I finish up around 3 p.m. And my kids are at their co-op classes with my mother-in-law. So Mondays are a busier work day for me. And then I have like a couple hours when I'm done working to get some of my stuff done before the kids come home from their co-op classes. So that's what we're doing on a Monday. So I do get like a lot of like chores and stuff done on the weekend. So Monday's really like my stuff. I'm at my desk. I work from my desk from home and I do like all my YouTube and personal computer stuff at this desk. But on the weekends, I like avoid this desk like the plague because I have very strong boundaries when it comes to like too much computer time, like too much social media. So I leave piles on my desk of things I need to do. And on Mondays, I kind of start going through all those things. So we're gonna go through my piles really quick. I'm gonna update you on some stuff. I have some packages to show you that I got. I bought some used curriculum, so I'll show you guys that. I'm watching YouTube curriculum videos. They're my absolute, it's a fun week because people are releasing them. So I'm having fun watching those. Yeah, so we're gonna start, let's go going through my piles and kind of seeing like what needs to get done. I don't even know if you can like see the piles, but this is what piles look like to me. So I'll explain what's in. These are my vitamins. The only way I can efficiently like actually stick to taking my vitamins is having it on my work desk. So I fill them up on Mondays. So I just took my vitamins for Monday and now I need to refill all my vitamins. So I need to do that. I need to read this book. So I'm doing a review on this book. It's about raising independent learners in your homeschool. And so you guys know my kids are very independent and I really do like advocate and push for independence for my own kids. I think other people should do that. So I'm excited to read this book. It's not that long, so I'll definitely finish it in the next day or two, and then I'll have a review and video coming up, I think the second week of April. So I need to read this. I already have the audiobook, so it will be super easy while I'm doing other things to do that. I just printed 2 meal cookbooks, 2 recipe books from this company called Stay Fit Mom. So I've been researching a lot of just like different eating ways. I feel like I try to eat very healthy, but also, you know, grabbing a handful of, even if they're healthy crackers or chips, you know, and not really understanding like grabbing a handful every couple hours because I'm bored or I'm standing in the pantry, you know, adds up calorie wise. So I do benefit from tracking my calories and eating and stuff, but I also don't believe in like limiting stuff. Like I believe like fad diets like keto, which I think keto is like low carb, so it's always like a low carb diet. Yeah, you'll lose a bunch of weight, but as soon as you eat a piece of bread, you'll gain it all back. And so I do believe our body needs carbs. I do not believe in limiting carbs at all. I work out too, I'm very active, and so I was really like, I just want like a balanced diet where I just have some structure. I do track my food, and so I started kind of learning about macros. It was weird. I saw this like real video of like this bodybuilder guy, but he was shopping at Costco. So the video was the highest protein foods at Costco. And I was like, oh, this is interesting. I shop at Costco, let's see. And so then I got on his page and he was explaining macros and stuff. And you know, obviously I don't want to be a bodybuilder, so definitely not like my pathway, but learning about macros and what's right for your body and definitely increasing protein. So basically like, and I'm not a nutritionist or dietitian, there's plenty of companies out there that will do this for you, but I should be eating like the same amount of carbs and protein in a day. So if I'm eating 80 carbs, I should be eating 80 grams of protein, you know, depending on that. Definitely needed to increase my protein intake. Before I started tracking it, I was probably eating like, I don't know, 30 grams of protein a day because I wasn't paying attention to it. I easily would just eat like pasta for dinner with like no protein. Like I'm the type of person that could just have like plain pasta with butter and cheese and be just fine. And so really paying attention to getting more protein, whether it's from meat in my meals, you know, beans, yogurt, things like that, is something that I've really been focusing on. So that was like a long spiel. Anyways, what I'm showing you is there's a company called Stay Fit Moms. So they're a bunch of moms, they have kids, they're busy, you know, and so they put together all these very easy like meal plans, meal prepping, which really helps me because I already do that. I already meal prep a lot on Sundays. One, it saves me a ton of time during the week as a working homeschooling mom. It's easy for me to just go microwave my lunch for 5 minutes and spend the rest of my lunch break homeschooling my kids. My husband needs food to take with him to work, and so I'm already doing it, but I just didn't have like a good judgment of like a balanced macro friendly meal and like high protein. So I bought 2 cookbooks from this company, and one of them I think it's downstairs. I already pro-clicked it and bound it. So this one I just need to do that. And I want to pick another recipe or 2 for this week. So that's the next thing I need to do. And my printer was being a pain, so I think I'm missing like 2 pages. Like it just didn't print. So I need to go back and fix that. Oh, something else that's really cool. So on the 2 Homeschool Moms podcast in today's episode that aired, we were talking about free homeschooling resources, and someone had mentioned that if you have a 4th grader, there's this pass where they get into like all, it's not just national parks, it's like federal parks, land, like animal sanctuaries for free. And so I went on there to look at it, and yeah, so like I literally got a pass. So there's a couple different like ways how to get it, but I did it like from my daughter, like as a student. You just answer a couple questions and you get your pass. So definitely not difficult to do at all. But what's cool is when you show this pass, anyone in the car with you gets in for free too if they charge for these types of places. So we have 2 national park, at least 2 that we're going to in the future. We're going to Olympic National Park, which is near Seattle, Washington, in June. And then we're going to, I believe, Death Valley National Park in California sometime in the next couple weeks, because that's only like a couple hour drive from us. So this saves us a little bit of money, and I just think it's really cool that they have that. So I'll link that down below if you have a 4th grader or a kid that's equivalent to 4th grade, because it is for homeschoolers too. You can sign up for that. Here's more recipes from that company. I'll link their Instagram page because that's what I did first. So earlier last week when I was first learning about all this, I was like, ugh, I hate when diets like give you recipes and the food portion is like 3 bites of food. Like I like eating, I like to feel full. So they offer a lot of recipes for free. Like, so if you're on their Instagram and you like watch a reel, you can comment like, give me the recipe or something, and they'll email it to you. And on their website, they have a blog where they do have some free websites. So I did actually try 1 or 2 of their recipes that were free before I bought the cookbooks, because I do think the cookbooks are extremely overpriced. I'm not trying to be mean, but like for what you get, just like a printed, like I bought the ones that were digital PDF, and it has like 40 recipes in there. I think it was $30. I think it's super overpriced for what it is, what you get, and because some of those recipes are free. So I'm not telling you to go out and buy that. I think for me it made sense because I meal prep all the time. It's easy for me to just print it out. I have a good printer. They do sell printed versions of their cookbooks, but those are like, I don't know, like $50 I think, and I just think it's a little crazy for what it is. But you know, things also aren't cheap, so to, you know, print something I'm sure is not cheap on a smaller scale either. So more of those. Oh, I want to get rid of that. I have my planner. I actually already updated this morning because my kids have a super busy co-op week again. Tomorrow on Tuesday, their co-op is having like their Easter event. So all 3 kids for like middle school, elementary, and like kinder have Easter egg hunts and parties tomorrow afternoon. So my mother-in-law is taking them to that. They have a birthday party on Thursday. On Friday, they're going on a field trip to the wetlands. and then, which is like some nature tour, I believe, on Sunday. So I have to get like the Easter groceries and stuff this week, but that is like kind of like what looks like our week. So I do need to be very careful in homeschool planning too. I'm going to try to get as much homeschool done tomorrow morning before the kids go to their co-op activity. Wednesday, there's nothing, so a very strict school day. Thursday, they have that birthday party and it's right in the afternoon again. So it's just, you know, this is what is great about homeschooling is the freedom. Like we don't have to do it, but also we're getting close to the end of our year. So there is like parts of me that I'm like, I just want to get done, but we keep like missing certain days. And so that's just, you know, my own issue. But I'm going to do our homeschool planet schedule to get that printed out. Something that I'm going to start doing this week, which is really cool, is if you guys have seen me print out my planner, I normally just print out all the kids and everything they need to do together, and I just have like the main plan. I'm going to start printing out individual checklists for them. There are times where one of my kids is up earlier than the other and they're ready to do school and they can complete stuff on their own, or one of my kids has an event and, you know, they may be doing school on another day or at a later time, and so we are going to start doing individual checklists. So I'm going to update our calendar, print those out for them for school this week. You know what I cannot stand, and this is probably, again, just my issue. So I have an HSA account, so like a health savings account. So I pretty much pay out of pocket for all medical things. So my daughters were sick like a month ago. They've been sick constantly, like on and off, I feel like, but they were really sick when I got back home from my work trip last. And I knew they were sick. I knew they had strep throat. They've had it before. I knew the symptoms, like I knew what was going on. So you need medication. So we went to like this, I'm going to call it a quick care type place, and we've been there before, and sometimes I feel like when you try to like be proactive, people like just don't understand. So I'm like, hey, I need to pay, like, and they're like, oh, it's, you know, $30 copay. And I'm like, no, I know it's not a $30 copay. Like, I don't pay that. I just need to pay the full bill. Can I just pay it while I'm here? No, you know, don't worry about it. This is all, I'm looking it up. This is all you need to pay. Well, here we are a month later, and now I have a bill. It's just frustrating. It's just like, especially if you try not to, like, I mean, yeah, budget, right? Because like if they told me there, you don't need to pay this money, and I'm like, cool, I can go spend that money. Thankfully, I, you know, have the money to pay it, but it's just like frustrating when you try to be proactive. And I feel like it's always in medical offices. Like it always happens where I'm like, I'm trying to give you money. Like I'm trying to pay you. And they're just like, no, don't worry about it. And then you get a bill. So anyways, so I have to ship stuff. This is my homeschool planner from last week. So sometimes I just like make notes. So like handwriting, they were off. Like they must have completed a couple extra pages than what I had thought. So I just need to update that. So I need to put that in there. And then just notes for working with a future brand partner. I was planning out like some stuff with them. So that's my piles that I need to get to. Here's one thing, because I already opened it from the mail. This came over the weekend. So I buy a ton of stuff online. Yeah, I do buy a ton of stuff online. I buy a ton of stuff used homeschool curriculum. So I'm in all like the Facebook marketplace groups, and I just keep my eye out for stuff. And so somebody posted these Abeka K5 reader books. If you've heard, I had bought Abeka K4 like 3 years ago, and I had like the whole K4 kit, and it was just like too much. I just knew the entire thing wasn't for us, but something that we really like and we still use is the reader books. So my son is reading through the K4 reader books. Well, somebody is selling the K5 reader books. So like this first one, this is your blend book. So it's just like about blending sounds and stuff. And then there's like a couple different, like these are the I Learned to Read series. I do read. I can read well. And like these are the thinnest. They're like floppy paper. Like I could just tear these. They're not a real book, but they are so freaking pricey if you bought them new from Abeka. That's another thing. Like Abeka is so overpriced in my opinion. Like, yes, I think it's really great curriculum. I think it's solid, but for like flimsy little books, the amount that they charge is super silly. So anyway, so I got a really good deal. I think I paid like $10 to get these shipped. And so I'm really excited to have these because this was actually in my Rainbow Resources cart and I just kept going back and forth because I'm pretty sure this was $20. This thin, like 10 pages of nothing was over $20 and I was just like, I can't pay that. I just refuse to pay for certain things. So these I'm really excited to just add as our readers for next year. All right, I'm going to turn my YouTube video back on that I was watching. So I am watching Madison Hopper. She has a cleaning channel, which is like her big main channel, which is probably where you would know her from, but she also has a homeschool channel and I really connect with her and a lot of her videos. And so she just released her curriculum pick video, so that's what I'm watching. So I'm gonna turn this video back on. I'm going to refill my vitamins now so you can see the hundreds of vitamins I take. This is something that I have in our and there's a lot of organizing this stuff. I'll post videos of like organizing just filmed a video, so that was good. I had a video that I've been needing to film, and so I just got that done. And now I'm gonna work out. So I'm actually really excited. I follow this girl, Jo, on YouTube and Instagram, and she like has a whole workout channel, and she just started a new like workout program today where it's like strength training like with weights, and that's what I've been doing lately. I just feel like it works much better than just cardio. So her channel is called Grow with Jo and called the 20-10-5. So you do 20 minutes of strength with weights, I think 10 minutes of cardio, and then 5 minutes of like stretching or core, probably core. So I'm super excited. So it's a 36-minute workout video. So I'm going to do that now before the kids are home. Oh, I lied. It's 20 minutes of cardio, 10 minutes of strength training, and 5 minutes of deep core strength. So 35 minutes, 2 5-pound weights. So that's what we're doing. Best and most effective workout you have ever done. This 20-10-5 method. All right, done working out. It was such a good workout. I don't know. I feel so strong after those workouts. I don't know how to explain it. Like the core work she does, because I'm like not muscular. Like I was the one in PE class that like could never do any of like the testing things. Like it's not me. So like I feel so strong. I mean, I'm tired. Like it's hard holding this camera up right now. But anyway, so done working out. I did my Homeschool planner, so I'm going to show you our new things. I did do our homeschool room on Friday, and I posted it on my Instagram, but if you're not on Instagram, I don't blame you. I would not be on Instagram if I wasn't a content creator, but I'm picking up a banana costume that my kids love to wear around. But let me show you what I did in my homeschool room. So this used to be a little table. It is now where 2 homeschool carts go. They fit the wall width better, so that's that. I mean, they're not organized. I'm not stressing myself out with organizing. This is like, I think some of my 5th graders stuff, I believe. This is just like extra workbooks, my teacher guides, supplies, but there's that. This is all of next year's curriculum. So all of our Moving Beyond the Page stuff, 6th grade stuff, all of that. I updated our calendar. Yay! But again, I never changed the date. I'm just going to put it till tomorrow. We're going to be ahead of the game. So calendar's updated for now. All this bookshelves are the same. I have my cart over here because this is the cart I can put like my laptop on because it has a tabletop. So I'm just setting my son's like little container. This is for a project the girls are doing this week. I I have my son's curriculum in here and his like little stuff. I hung up a new poster because my kids are learning about elements and minerals, and so I thought we should have the periodic table of elements in here. We had I've been having to do this because I've been super busy with work lately, and so I've just been like, this is what you guys need to get done, like on their own, like what can they do? And so I've been putting that up there. This is what changed. So the table was more here, like where this chair is. So we have this corner. So if somebody was sitting there, like there was no room to walk. And this is like our main hallway upstairs. So I pushed the table back. Here's where I'll sit now. So much more space now to walk. Mila and Nico can sit here, and then Emma's computer and desk are over here, and then the TV. So they just flip their chairs around when we have something on the TV. So I feel much better until, you know, next year when I clean out all the curriculum. I'm just going to put the banana costume down. All right, so I did Emma's schedule. So here's like all her co-op classes that she's at today. And then here are what she needs to get done. Now some of this, like language arts, they do together, the IEW stuff, but I'm just going to give each of them their schedule so they kind of know, because this is what we're going to definitely be doing next year. So I have those printed and ready to go for school tomorrow. I bought this game. I think I bought this game from Rainbow Resources. There's also like a Roots game in the Moving Beyond curriculum for next year, Moving Beyond the Page curriculum for next year. But I feel like we might play this week. I don't know. We'll see. So there's all that. I am going to go downstairs and I'm going to figure out, oh, I forgot to grab that paper. It was the menus. Hold on. Okay, see, I just have like 100 things to carry before we go downstairs. And you're going to hear something hitting my water bottle. All right, let's go downstairs. There's the puppies. Hi, Winnie. Hi. Hi, Chansey. Hi. Okay. I'm going to have to put the dogs outside because now they want to go outside. It's like cloudy today. Let's see if you guys can see. Go potty. You can't even see. It's like so bright in here, but it's super cloudy. Go potty. Chance. Don't drink that water. Come on, Chance. Okay, so you want to hear, oh my god, the vacuum is still going. It's like going back to, it's like, all right, the vacuum is taking its sweet time, so we're gonna wait a second because I want to tell you what I'm doing. I'm changing my dining room. It's not really a dining room. My kitchen, living room, and dining room are just one big open room, but I'm making some changes, so I'm really excited. There's like my kitchen. There's the dining room I'm talking about. So if you can tell, like the dogs are trying to get me, so I have to like our whole house is like black, whites, and grays, right? And then we have this like yellowish wood table. Because our old house, when we bought all of our like real furniture, the kitchen was like these really like warm wood tones. And so this table looked fabulous in that house, but not in this house. So I have a table cover on it, but underneath, it's, yeah, like this yellowish wood. So I don't want to buy a new table at all, but I just bought a kit to stain this like a darker, it's called charcoal. So we're going to see. So I'm definitely going to do the top of the table, the top of the bench, and the tops of the chairs. I'm going to see how that looks, and then I'll decide on this. If that like lightens this up enough, I'll just leave it. If not, I may paint it black or white. I don't know. So that's one project that I'm going to do myself, is paint this. I painted the stools we have over here myself and everything, so I know how to do it. It's just, the stools were easy because I could just set them in the garage, but this, I'm going to do it in here, so that'll be fun. But over there on the back is a deep freezer, and I want to move that into the garage, and I want to get like a side table to go under that window that is like a blue color, and then I want to get a rug that has like grays and blues and put under the table. So I definitely want to update this space with like more grays and blues. So that will be the project over the next few weeks. So I'm excited for that. I have a few other house projects too. I'm going to do some wallpaper in our downstairs bathroom. And then we're gonna get a contractor to come meet with us because we want to build like where our TV is in our living room area, which also, so like that wall behind me. Whoa, why is this like that? Okay, that whole wall we want to build like with the wood panels, like a whole like mounted TV set, and then maybe a fireplace, and then under the windows like bookshelves. So we're gonna have a contractor come out and meet with us and see how much that would be. I have no idea, and I'm a little nervous. I'm not nervous, but I know my husband's gonna be like, no, but we'll see. And the reason that we're starting to do all this, so we bought our house as it was like, we built it brand new. It was new construction, so we love our house, like absolutely love it. It's just like there's been things that I've been wanting to do. It's, you know, just updates and stuff, but we've always been like on the fence about like moving to another state. And so it's always been like this thing, like, well, we're not spending any money because we're moving, but we haven't moved. So we're coming up on 5.5 years here now, and I think eventually we will move somewhere, but I don't know in the next 5 years if we're going to be moving anywhere. So doing things that will continue to add value to the house, like when we put the pool in, that definitely increased the value of the house. And so we're going to be doing some just modern updates. There's like a super long hallway down there that you can't see, but it's super long, and I like want to do like this painted wall with like wood paneling on it. So lots of things. But yeah, my husband and I, we spent like all Sunday morning drinking our coffee, and I was just like, I need to know, like, are we moving? Can I do stuff to the house? And I got like the green light, and I was like, oh my God, I'm so excited. So I'll update you guys as we do that. But for now, because my kids are gonna be home soon, so I want to do a couple more things before they get home. I need to, okay, so my dinner's already made because, okay, that meal prep stuff I was talking about. So on Saturday, I made one of the meal prep recipes is you make shredded pork and then you can use it in multiple recipes. So Saturday night, I did the shredded pork in the Instapot. And then we had pork tacos for dinner. And then for meal prep, I made these green chili pork enchilada bowls. So that's what I ate for lunch today. That's what my husband's eating. And I think I have one more for lunch tomorrow. So that's perfect. I have 2 days of lunch from that and a dinner. And my husband has 2 days of lunches for that. And then Sunday night, last night, I made this butter chicken. It's kind of like curry. It's like an Indian dish. It's like rice and chicken. So we had that for dinner last night. And then I have one left over for today to eat for dinner. And then my husband has that for lunch. So I'm good on dinner tonight, but I am going to make my kids something. So I have to figure out, I didn't make their dinner because when they get home from co-ops, they're hungry and wild. So I have to feed them and listen to all their co-op stories. So that's always fun. So I need to figure out what I'm gonna make them. I'm trying to think, probably like hot dogs and macaroni and cheese is what they're probably gonna have. And then I need to decide what I'm going to have for dinner tomorrow that I can like meal prep and have some leftovers for a couple more days. So I'm gonna do that, and while I'm doing that, I'm going to listen to my audiobook. I'm actually not gonna start that Teach one today because I forgot. I am reading another book I started, I think last week, and I'm almost done with it. I have 40 minutes left on the audiobook of it. All right, so I am reading this book, King of Wrath, by Anna Hong, and she wrote the Twisted Love series, and this is her new Deadly Sin series. So I think there's gonna be 7 books in the series, and the character in this book was in the Twisted Love series. So it's really fun kind of seeing this side of the story from those books. This is an arranged marriage with a billionaire guy. I haven't read those in such a long time, so I am having fun. It's pretty big though, so it has taken me a while to get through, but I have 40 minutes left of the audiobook. So I'm gonna listen to that, figure out what I'm eating for dinner for the rest of the week, and make the kids something. So when they get home in the next 20-30 minutes, their dinner will be almost ready so they can eat. All right, so I'm gonna make the kids tacos for dinner. They eat black beans, cheese, sour cream. It's super simple. So I just had a snack too because I am super hungry, especially after working out. So I have an apple, some mini peppers, and a light Laughing Cow like cream cheese thing that I'll dip the peppers in. And then I figured I would show you everything I ate today. So for breakfast, I had almost 40 grams of protein, which is awesome. I had some raspberries. I made like a little yogurt. So I had a cup of yogurt with maple syrup and hemp seeds. And then I had 3 slices of Canadian bacon. So that was my breakfast. For lunch, I had that leftover pork enchilada bowl. So that was 45 grams of protein. For dinner, and so something that really helps me is tracking my food. So I already input my lunch and dinner because I knew what I was eating today, so that helps me plan the rest of my day. If you try to do it afterwards, you're not going to be eating in your whatever you set up for your limits. So for snacks, I had some popcorn, and then the snack that I'm just showing you now. So, and then I added my workout video. I don't track my steps because I don't wear my watch because I forget. So my goal, I'm at 1,300 calories. I've eaten 1,300 calories, but because I exercised, it like subtracts it. So I technically still have that much. So I could, if I'm hungry with dinner, I'll have a piece of naan bread because, let me go to my macros, or I'll go to my nutrients. So my goal is to eat 136 grams of protein. I'm at 128. That's good for me. I'm low in my carbs, lower in my carbs than that. So I could spend that on like a piece of naan bread or whatever. Fiber, better. I'm normally super low in fiber, so this is actually really great. Sugar is, I don't need to up my sugar. I'm good. Fat, I'm good too. So that is what that looks like. And then my macros. So I'm at 40% of protein. So today, 40% of my food has been protein. My goal is 35%. So carbs and protein, I'm at 35%, and fat is at 30%. So like I said, I have room to eat a little bit more carbs if I want to for dinner. But I also don't just want to eat. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. And then I'm looking at recipes and listening to my audiobook. All right, kids are home from co-op. How was co-op?
Good.
All right, so the girls are eating black bean cheese sour cream tacos, cucumbers, strawberries. Nico had a quesadilla, but he was super hungry, so he already finished that. And then my dinner is that leftover butter chicken that I meal prepped from last night's dinner, some naan bread, and cucumbers. So that is wrapping up today's vlog. Bye, guys.